Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be your general reading for June 16th through the 30th. I just want to say that if this video resonates for you, please let me know in the comments, please share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. And with that, I'm going to get right into your message. So I'm going to get you an oracle message from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and I'm going to pull a card that tells us what energy you are currently embodying, and then I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck for the energy that you need to embody. And those positions may be reversed for you. You can flip them if you need to. Okay? Everything's pre-shuffled, but I still like to shuffle a little bit on camera. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Wow, okay. Leo just got that same card in the same position. So the energy that you are currently embodying, Sagittarius, is the dragonfly. The dragonfly is a very clear-minded energy. They are very illuminated. They see things very clearly. And when a dragonfly reaches maturity, they can fly in any direction, forward, backwards, sideways. But once they reach that level of maturity, they only live for 6 weeks after that point. So this could be representative of someone who it takes a long time to reach a certain level of clarity in their life, but once they do reach it, life is smooth sailing from there. They are able to maneuver and navigate through life very easily because of the clarity that they have gained. Okay. All right, and under the deck we have the elk. The elk is earth energy. This energy makes a wonderful parent, mother or father. It's very grounded energy, and very compassionate, nurturing, very stable, and they have a certain knowledge that they are very good at imparting to their children or to other people in general. But it's, like I said, a very compassionate, very loving, and stable energy. And I'm going to refer to the guidebook just for some additional tidbits about both of them. All right. The dragonfly is the master of light, illusion, and the mind. When in balance, the dragonfly sees clearly. They are joyful and magical. When they're out of balance, they can't concentrate. They have a busy mind. And to bring into balance, you need to focus on your breath. Okay? And the elk. All right. The elk is stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. Right? When the elk is in balance, they are supportive, kind, and consistent. When they are out of balance, they're pretentious and high and mighty. To bring into balance, you need to eat and drink more consciously. So you may be needing to pay attention to your diet, Sagittarius. Okay, let's get into your tarot. I'm going to use the HooDoo tarot to start with. For Sagittarius, please. Sorry if you hear fireworks in the background. Fireworks are pretty much an all year round thing in my neighborhood. They've been in full effect for like at least a month now. That's just for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please. We have to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you showed up in your own reading. Leo just showed up in their own reading too. Just for Sagittarius, please. It's too many, Spirit. That's just for Sagittarius. I promise y'all those are fireworks. Like I said, this is a constant. Let me see if they stop after a couple seconds. It would be the one time I choose to record in my living room instead of in my bedroom that they light the fireworks right out front. But please bear with me, okay? Alright, so the first card we have is the Seven of Coins. Okay, the Seven of Coins is an energy of waiting, but it's waiting after you have put in some work, waiting after you have planted a seed and you're stopping to take stock of how your crops are coming in, seeing how things are growing. You're inspecting to see, do they need more water? Do I need to put them in a sunnier spot? Do they need some fertilizer? And in this card, this woman has cast her pearls right here before swine, and the swine don't recognize them for the pearls that they are, so it's walking off and she's left to pick her pearls up. But it wasn't a waste. She can pick them up and cast them somewhere else, and perhaps cast them before someone or something who will recognize their worth. It's not like, you know, they weren't eaten, they weren't destroyed. She has them to try again. But it just speaks even more to these seeds that you may have planted, even if they aren't coming in the way that you would like for them to. It's not a total wash. You have learned from the experience, and you can either start all over from scratch, or you can allow the crop to come in as it's coming in and just reap your harvest at the end of it. You wouldn't plant something and then dig it up to see how it's growing. You of course you make your observations and you monitor, but you know, a lot of that is left up to forces that are outside your control once you have planted the seed, once you have done the initial work. Okay, the next card you have, Sagittarius, is Father Sims. In this deck, he is Temperance. He is pouring a libation here in this deck, in this particular card. And libation is a form of prayer that is used throughout the diaspora. And I'm sure in the spiritual traditions of other ethnicities and nationalities, other peoples around the world, but specifically in the African diaspora. That's what's represented in this particular deck. And it's all about tempering. He's tempering the liquids from two different cups, bringing them into balance, mixing the hot with the cold, mixing things to achieve a perfect balance. So Sagittarius, this could be you balancing your emotions around something or balancing your energies around something in order to achieve some type of blessing or some type of well-balanced result. Okay. The next card you have is the Mother of Knives. The Mother of Knives is the Queen of Swords. That is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It doesn't have to be one of those signs, but that is just the energy. The Mother of Knives does not suffer any foolishness. You cannot come to her with lies. You cannot come to her if you are not clear about what it is that you are bringing to her. She only accepts truth, and she speaks truth. She always speaks her truth. You don't have to worry about the Mother of Knives telling a lie at all. She's not going to mince her words at all. Okay, so this could be energy that you're embodying or that someone around you is embodying, Sagittarius. The next energy is the Daughter of Sticks. The Daughter of Sticks would be the Knight of Wands. So someone is wanting to take passionate action either towards another person or towards some activity, some situation, something, but there is a passionate action involved. The Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight. He moves quickly, but as quickly as the Knight of Wands or the Daughter of Sticks moves in, she moves out. This is not a stable energy by any means. Okay, and it could also be someone who is like seen as a player. They come in with a lot of passion, and then they leave like a flash in the pan. Okay, and under the deck we have the Four of Sticks. The Four of Sticks could be the soulmate twin flame card because you have 1111 here, represented by the Four Sticks. 1111, and this couple has just had a baby, and they are burying their baby's placenta under this tree in their yard. And that is a ritual that ensures the sustained growth and vitality of their child. As the tree grows, their child grows. The placenta nurtures the tree, and it is a symbol of that child being tied to the earth and also nurtured by Mother Earth the same way they will be nurtured by their human parents. And I'm just going to say, Sagittarius, I don't know how deep the connection is or the relationship is that you have with your ancestors, but moths are representative of our ancestors, and there is a moth flying around in here right now, and I have not seen a moth inside my apartment ever. This is the first time I'm actually seeing one inside, so I definitely take that as a message for you, Sagittarius. I don't know if you have an ancestral altar. You might be needing to create one in your home, but even if you don't have one, you can still always commune and communicate with your ancestors because they are literally, in a spiritual and a scientific sense, a part of you. Okay, that's my altar in the background. Okay, so we're going to get into your clarification, and I'm going to use the Gaian tarot to clarify. It's funny, I've never seen a moth in my apartment, and I can't recall having seen one, period, since I've been living here, and I've been here a few years, but I definitely saw one right outside yesterday. I was sitting on the porch yesterday morning, and it's rare that I have ever seen a moth in the daytime, but it was in the morning yesterday that I saw one on one of my plants outside, and now I'm seeing one again, so yeah, could very well be my ancestors, but since it popped up for your reading, Sagittarius, I'm telling you to get in touch with your ancestors too, okay? And I'm talking so much I can't remember if I cut the deck, so I'm going to cut it again. Okay, what do you have to tell us about the 7 of coins, Spirit? Okay. Anything else about the 7 of coins? Spirit is so funny. Anything else about the 7 of coins? Okay. So the reason I said Spirit is funny is we're talking about moths here, and this big butterfly is in the next card. And I know moths and butterflies are not the same thing, but that energy and spirit of transformation, of going from one form to another, the way our ancestors did when they went from the physical plane back to the spirit plane, is still represented here in this card. Okay, and it came out clarifying the 7 of coins. So I feel like something that you have put the work in for, Sagittarius, that you may be stopping to examine your progress on, or to see how things are coming in for you, is going to bring a new opportunity for clarity, or a clear new beginning in something. Okay, and that's the same energy that you have here in the dragonfly. Okay, this supreme clarity, being able to fly in any direction, having agility of mind that brings ease into your life. So I feel like even if you are in the energy of having to just stop and kind of examine things and waiting to see when and how things might come to fruition, Spirit is saying that it's going to bring a beautifully clear new beginning for you. This is beautiful, Sagittarius. All right. Why is Father Sims here? Nice. Okay. Anything else about Father Sims? Okay, so clarifying Father Sims, first you have the 7 of water. Okay, and this is funny, you have 3 7s here: the 7 of coins, the 7 of fire, the 7 of water. All you need now will be the 7 of air, or the 7 of swords, and you will have all the 7s. Yeah, that's not always the best 7, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. But let me get into this. So the 7 of water is about having a choice to make, and sometimes, maybe having some type of confusion or illusion surrounding that choice. But in this deck, the person has made the choice. They have chosen their cup, and they are drinking deeply from that cup. So Sagittarius, and it's clarifying you and your energy. I feel like you have tempered yourself, and you have made a choice to strike while the iron is hot, as is represented here in the 7 of fire. The 7 of fire, or the 7 of wands, normally talks about someone defending their position on higher ground, defending their position from those who would see them fall or see them fail. In this deck, it's about recognizing when you have a moment of opportunity to change something, to manifest something, to shape something in which you would have it to be, and striking while the iron is hot, taking action right at that opportune moment. And I feel like you are going to gain some clarity about when that opportune moment will be. You will be able to recognize it as long as you are in a tempered and balanced emotional state. You will have that clarity. Why is the Mother of Knives here? Why is the Mother of Knives here? Anything else for the mother of knives? Okay. All right. So first clarifying the mother of knives. Wow, you might have Leo in your chart, or maybe dealing with a Leo, because you have a lot of very similar cards to them. They also had the dragonfly. I believe they had the Seven of Cups. They had the Nine of Water. And if it wasn't Leo, then it was Aries, because those are the only two that I've done so far. But definitely I've seen the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Water, the Ace of Water, and the dragonfly already this evening. So fire energy has a lot of shared energy. All right, so clarifying the mother of knives, we have the Nine of Water. The Nine of Water is about wish fulfillment and total emotional fulfillment in solitude, or with someone, or with oneself as a single person. This woman is alone in this cave, and she's reveling in the illumination that is coming down for her from above, from spirit. She is expressing her gratitude for the illumination, for the clarity that she is receiving. Okay. The next card you have is the Ace of Water, or the Ace of Cups. Now you have two aces. You have an opportunity for a clear new beginning, and now you have an opportunity for a new emotional beginning, an opportunity for your cup to runneth over. There is a mature salmon here who has just has laid some eggs, and those eggs are beginning to hatch. So this is the beginning of the life cycle of these salmon. This it talks about abundance, like manifesting abundance, specifically in the emotional sense. So I feel like someone is gaining a lot of clarity around a wish that is being fulfilled, and a wish that likely pertains to love. And the child of earth is here. The child of earth is the Page of Pentacles. This could also represent an actual child, especially here with these eggs hatching, and then the next card having a small child and a rabbit, which represents reproduction. Here, someone could be pregnant, Sagittarius, or could have recently had a child. This talks about a new beginning, a stable new beginning, about specifically in this deck, making a decision to eat healthier, as is represented by this apple here, and sticking with that decision. It's a stable decision, or a stable new beginning for a different lifestyle. It could also be a new job offer, an engagement, but something that is new, that is not likely to go away. Whatever the change is that it brings in is something that will remain for, if not forever, for an extended period of time. It could have been something that has been a long time coming. Okay. How's the Daughter of Sticks here? And if someone's not pregnant, or recently had a child, Sagittarius, maybe someone wants a child, and you want to have a child with someone, because it's here next to the wish fulfillment card. So if that wish has not been fulfilled yet, then it's someone who I think wants a child, wants to have a child with someone, and they're becoming very clear about that child. Why is the Daughter of Sticks here? Another card that has already been out. You fire signs have a lot of shared energy, So the first card out, clarifying the Daughter of Sticks, with the Knight of Wands, is the Guardian of Water. This is the Queen of Cups. She asked the question to herself, do I want to share my cup of love or do I want to keep it for myself? Because I know that it's something very special, and I know the love is abundant and it overflows, and I don't want to give it to the wrong person or put it in the wrong place or cast my pearls before swine. She's a very loving, very nurturing energy. She also is representative of the cosmic mother, the mother of fishes. This could also be pregnancy represented here again, Sagittarius. I feel like someone is either pregnant, just had a child, or about to become pregnant. So if you don't want to have a baby, or if you don't want to make a baby, you know what to do. Okay? All right. And the next card here is Awakening 20. This is the Judgment card. Okay. So I feel like this question of whether or not to offer your cup of love is probably directed towards someone you've already been in a relationship with, because this card is about something that was dead being given new life, or something that you thought was completely over coming back around for you to give it a second look from a different perspective with more clarity, with more illumination. And under the deck, got the Two of Water, the Two of Cups. I definitely feel like this is a love or soulmate relationship. And soulmates don't always have to be romantic relationships. It could be a best friend. It could be a family member. Some people even say pets. But I definitely feel love and romance because there's a lot here about children and about pregnancy. So Sagittarius, you could be wanting to strike, making the decision to strike while the iron is hot, to have your wish fulfillment with someone, to possibly have a child with someone who maybe you have been apart from, and you are wanting to reconcile with them because you recognize this person as your soulmate, as your true love. The Two of Cups talks about balance and harmony and love between two partners. Okay. Sagittarius, this was beautiful. And you have, like I said, two cards that specifically talk about soulmates or twin flames. And then you also have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. That's a lot of love. All right. So if this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you back here for your next reading, Sagittarius. Pelu Ife with love. Bye-bye.